Welcome to Chemistry with Dr. Z. In this video, I'm going to talk about addition polymers. So, synthetic polymers are organic molecules that are formed synthetically by joining smaller molecules called monomers. So, they are formed of repeated units called monomers, the exact same unit repeated more and more until they give you the polymer. So there are two types of polymers. There is the addition polymers and we also have condensation polymers. So let's start off by talking about addition polymers. Addition polymers are formed by joining up many small molecules of the same type, which are called monomers. So you have something like this. So the exact same unit of the monomers, which are joined together to give you the polymer. So they are repeated units. Alkenes are among the classes of organic molecules that can be used to make addition polymers. So something like ethene, they can react together to give you polyethene. And then propene as an alkene, they also can be joined together to give polypropene. So if you have an ethene and then you want to make the polymer of polyethene, what you do is that you remove the double bond because what happens is the addition over the double bond. So you remove the double bond, replace it with a single bond, and then there will be another molecule of ethene on both sides will be added. So you simply, when you draw this new bond, you can draw more of the ethene molecule. So something like this, you add the hydrogens and then replace this and on both sides, so another molecule of ethene on both sides, and then you can carry on like this. So instead of drawing all of these molecules or all of these units next to each other, we can replace that with the brackets and the letter N, which refers that we have this repeated units n number of times and they are joined together. So this is the polymer. Sometimes in your exam, you will be provided with the structure of the addition polymer, and then you're going to be asked to draw the monomer. So how can you do this? So something like polyethylene that we had in here, remember that monomers is just a repeat unit. So all what we need to do is to replace the single bond between the two carbon here in the chain, in the main chain, with a double bond. So what you do is to replace this single bond with a double bond, remove these extra single bonds on both sides and remove the brackets and the letter N as well. So you end up with ethene. So you can see that the monomer here is ethene. So whatever the polymer they are going to give you, they're going to give you different substituents on the sides here. So they cannot, sometimes they are not hydrogen, they are something else. So all what you need to do is to draw the double bond, remove the brackets and the extra bonds on the chain. So how can we draw the addition polymer? If you are given the monomer and you are asked to draw the polymer, what you do is that again you replace the double bond with a single bond. So CC single bond. Don't forget to that you will need an extra bond on both sides of the two carbons, and then you simply add the four substituents. So we have the chloride here, hydrogen, hydrogen, and hydrogen, and then we're gonna replace, instead of drawing the same unit over and over again, we're gonna replace that with the brackets and the letter N, which means that this unit, this monomer, is repeated n times, and this is called polyvinyl chloride because this is chloroethene is called vinyl chloride, and the polymer that is formed is PVC, which is polyvinyl chloride. Another example here is propene. So if you have n molecules of propene to give you the polymer, again replace the double bond with the single bonds. Don't forget to draw the extra bonds on both sides, and then we're gonna draw all the substituents here, or all the other atoms, the hydrogen, the methyl here, and then hydrogen and hydrogen. And then we're gonna put the brackets and then the letter N. This is polypropene, and this is the repeated unit here. We have three carbon atoms, 1, 2, and 3. So this is the polypropene. So there is a problem with the disposal of addition polymers because addition polymers come from alkenes, and they all formed of single bonds between carbons and hydrogen. There is no double bond in the polymer itself. So these polymers are inert, they are unable to react, and normally microorganisms and bacteria are unable to break them down. So the only way to get rid of them is by burning them. So when they are burned, they will produce toxic gases. Not just that, they will also produce a lot of carbon dioxide, which will add to the global warming.